Hello, great afternoon. We're actually almost at lunchtime, or maybe lunchtime for some of you guys. But you see, I have two special guests with me. I'm Ronique West, the president of the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce. Make sure you, as you come into the live, tag some people below. I know some of you guys will watch it after we get off, but make sure you tag all the business owners, all the entrepreneurs, whether they're in construction or not. We have a great live this morning that we're excited to be presenting. As you know, one of our objectives is to make sure you're getting all the information you need to do great business in Georgia and to continue to build your organization or your business and as an entrepreneur. Now, everybody's been asking, how do I do business with government? So, and how do I begin to prepare myself? So I want everybody to take advantage of all this information and really utilize it today and take action. That's going to be my thing for you guys. So before I introduce the guests, let me do some housekeeping. Remember, I'm Ronique West, the president of the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce. We have a impactful Women's History Month coming up. So March 1st is already here. Next week. So we have an impactful Women's History Month coming up. March 10th will be our first panel, which will feature local business leaders, Black women in business, and so forth. It will be Who Are We? Black Women in Society and Business. So that's going to be a great panel on March 10th. We'll have some other unique surprises that will be happening all throughout Women's History Month, just to make sure that you guys are, engaged for Women's History Month, and then some special live interviews I'm hearing. So it's going to be a lot going on during the month of March. So make sure you stay engaged with the chamber. Of course, if you want to become a member of the chamber, we do offer monthly membership now. Go to our website at www.mygabc.org. So now let's get right into this live today. So first up, we have two special guests, but I'm going to introduce one and then we're going to keep it rolling. So LeAndrea Holliday, she is a DBE specialist. I've been talking to her. She reached out to me from the Atlanta Black Chamber of Commerce. I keep telling you guys, we work through the Southeast. So the Atlanta Black Chamber of Commerce actually made this connection. We've been talking about how can we get more business owners and entrepreneurs engaged with DBE and GDOT. And so we have some exciting things we're going to be presenting to you for 2021. She's been a specialist for about 2 years, but she's doing a lot of dynamic things for her actual DBE group. And I just love working with them, and they have some exciting programs they're running and so forth. And I literally asked her, I said, I need to know how many business owners in Augusta are involved. And I seen that list and I was disappointed. And I said, no. We need to start getting some things out, get some workshops out. Let's see what we can do as partner organizations, and let's really get that list moving. So LeAndrea, I'm going to turn it over to you and let you introduce our next guest as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for having us. A great morning and welcome all leaders, owners, entrepreneurs. Welcome to the table. We are excited to have you. I'm also joined here with my incredible leader and manager, Emanuela Myrtle. So she will be here with us going through this journey, and she'll chime in a little bit as well towards the end if we have any questions. So we'll keep it moving. Again, my name is LeAndrea Holliday, a DBE specialist serving on the Georgia Department of Transportation's Major Mobility Investment Program, also known as MMIP for short. I know we have a lot of acronyms in the industry, so we got to introduce it, and then MMIP for short. On behalf of the entire DBE office, I just want to say thank you for being here. And I'm excited that you are sitting at this table, and I'm especially excited because I am a graduate of Augusta University. So Augusta is kind of near and dear to my heart. So welcome.
Okay. And then I'm going to add, you ready to go ahead and present? I'm going to add your slide in. Are you ready, LeAndrea?
Yes.
Okay. If you could change your, we're seeing the other screen, but if you could change it just a little bit so we can see your PowerPoint flip screens for us.
Do you not see the PowerPoint?
Yeah, we see your PowerPoint, but we also see your notes. We see your
move over. Just move it over.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. I didn't know you guys saw that.
It's okay.
Good morning, guys. Bear with us. Of course, this is live, so technical difficulties, you know how that goes. I hope everybody's having a good morning today. Make sure you tag some folks below. Tell them to come on and hop in on the live, or tag them below so they can watch it after work as well. This will go live on our YouTube channel as well. So this, in case anybody misses it, they will be able to join it on YouTube, watch the information, and you know how you guys we get questions in. We quickly will send you a YouTube link and say, hey, yes, we actually presented that. Go check it out here. So, and then you'll be good to go.
All righty. So I was not aware. Give me 1 second, because I feel like if I click it again, you guys are going to see that again.
But just go ahead and do it now and let me see, and I'll tell you what I see. The only thing you got to do is flip it over, like change it, move your PowerPoint to the other monitor.
Okay, did we do it?
Hit share your live. Share it for me. Share your screen. And if you don't have it, you can always send it to me too.
I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, because it seemed to knock me off. All right, y'all. Okay, but you guys don't see the screen anymore?
Mm-mm.
No. And you can email me the PowerPoint, and I can control it too.
Yeah, it's not that. It's
okay.
It takes over my screen here. Hold on. I'm sorry. For everyone that's watching, just welcome. Welcome to the family. This is what happens when you do family. This is what happens when you do family.
Live. Yes.
You see us at our best, and so we thank you for a no judgment zone.
No, we're entrepreneurs and business owners. One thing about entrepreneurs and business owners is that we move with what is going on. We see your actual PowerPoint now. So whatever you just did,
are we good?
Yeah, we're good now. Yep.
Okay. Welcome again, everybody.
So we are used to this. So don't ever feel pressured when you're talking to entrepreneurs and business owners. We move as things happen. So that's the thing about being an entrepreneur, business owner. We change with whatever's going on at that moment. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the background. We're right here in case you need us. Just let us know, and I'm going to turn the flow over to you. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you guys again so much. So we're going to keep it moving in honor of Black History Month. You guys, we have to start it off with this. I just wanted to share a little bit, some quick, cool facts about Black history. How did we start? As we're all aware, we're honoring, we're celebrating, we're having festivities surrounding this. And what's really neat is that in 1926, the Association of the Study of African American Life and History launched Negro History Week in the second week of February. So this is how it all started. And then we see 50 years later down the road, here we are now. What used to be 1 week, we are celebrating it all over the world, or really all over the world is what I'm gonna say, just speaking that out, and celebrating a whole month of it. And so it's super neat to see how a couple of people came together to start the change, and now it has expanded and it's recognized all over. So just wanted to bring some context and understanding there. So also, one thing that we do here is an inclusive inclusion and diversity. We want to encourage you to be the champion wherever you are. As we know, this is a topic that is evolving. It is a topic that's happening all over, and we want you to take charge of really making this thing happen in the workforce. So how do you do that? You take the initiative wherever you are, start it right there to create that inclusive environment that is inviting for everyone at the table. We don't want anybody to feel isolated. We don't want anyone to feel like their difference is what causes dividers. We want to be the one that merges and bridges the gap. So be the champion, start where you are, have those hard conversations, ask those questions, make everyone feel welcome. All right. So we're putting that charge on you. Also, I want to bring to your attention, as we're diving into what's happening in transportation, I want you to be aware of the Biden administration and what some of the things that they are kicking into gear as it relates to this industry. With you as a contractor, you as a consultant, you as a designer, this stuff matters. And so we see that the Biden administration has a $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan. President Biden has committed $20 billion million in direct relief for U.S. transit agencies, in addition to less specific committed to school transportation and state governments that could potentially flow to the highway of authority. So the reason why we're bringing this here is because obviously with this new administration, things are kicking into gear, things are happening, there are new things that are being introduced, and we're taking it as a duty to introduce these things to you. So I encourage you to stay up to date with what the Biden administration has in store, because it is going to affect your business in the best way. We're speaking this stuff out in existence, so it's going to affect your business, and we want you guys to be more than aware. All right, so why are we here? We are here to discuss the Major Mobility Investment Program. Welcome to the table, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm excited. This is an incredible program. It's near and dear to my heart. The Georgia Department of Transportation, also known as Georgia DOT, is making major investments in the state's transportation network to deliver projects that will meet the community need and deliver positive benefits to drivers. If you know, like I know, and if you've been in Atlanta traffic, y'all know that it's something serious. It is nothing to play with. And so we're doing everything that we can to make sure that this stuff is mitigated and that we can provide the best routes and avenues for you as a traveler. So the MMIP projects were identified in 2016 to improve just that, this region, this Atlanta area, Metro Atlanta and surrounding areas. We want to create additional capacity, improve freight movement, provide operational improvements and efficiencies, enhance safeties, that's really big, and also, like I said, decrease those travel times. We see that some of the benefits here from doing these things is obviously it relieves the traffic with the travel saving times of 15%. So you'll start seeing those things. You'll start seeing the travel reduction of times by 44% with transit vehicles. So you'll start seeing the different benefits as you dive more. Really, as we progress in these projects, you'll start seeing some of those benefits and really enjoying them. So that is why we're here. They're major. They're taking action, and we're ready. And we want you guys to be involved. We want you to be involved in what we have going on. So here, to give kind of an overview of the project locations, and I'm going to click it once more. We see here that we have different projects here. All of these make up the MMIP program. It is an ambitious and monumental program, and it's the first of its kind. I really want that to simmer. This is the first of its kind. And so if you get involved, you're getting involved on something that's going to literally go down in history, that's going to shape history. When you see Atlanta, when you see Macon, when you see Savannah, you can say, oh my goodness, I was a part of that. And y'all, this is the time really to put your foot in there, get connected, start networking, go to these events that are surrounding these projects, because the way that I like to put it, you're now not only creating work for yourself, but you're creating work for your children and your children's children and their children. And so you're literally having a legacy of work now, securing legacy of work for your family. So as a program has developed and design work on individual projects, has progressed, we've evaluated how we're delivering the program and refined it to bring improvements to you sooner and mitigate disruptive construction congestion. This evaluation, doing so, has led to 6 additional breakouts of the projects, which is where you will see the advanced improvement projects. And we're going to dive a little bit into that as well. And so here, again, you see how everything is assigned to different colors. You see the different types of the projects and their location. All of this will make up now what we know to be 18 projects, okay? So you want to take a good look here, become familiar. I'm gonna let you guys take a good look and take a snapshot if you want to as well. So if you see something and say, oh my gosh, that's near me. I know with you being in Savannah, Savannah's probably I think only 2 hours or so from Augusta. So it's just like, okay, I can get involved in Savannah. So look at those different areas and see, if you were to travel, where can you go? If not everywhere, where can you go the first stop, right? And get familiar with those places. All righty. So here, we have design build, and it's a project delivery method. So the MMIP projects will be delivered through innovative methods such as design build and public-private partnerships, allowing Georgia DOT to accelerate construction schedules. We want to get this thing done. We want it to be efficient, but we want you guys to get back on the road. We understand we don't want the construction to make you have more traffic, but we want to get these things finished. So design build, the reason that this is a significant method is because it works under a single contract with Georgia DOT to provide design and construction services. The difference between that design build and the traditional method is the time in which it occurs. So your design build would take place prior to the construction actually beginning versus having to go forward afterwards. With this delivery method, right-of-way acquisition, processing permits, and the entire design can all occur concurrently with construction. So again, acceleration and efficiency. And this is really good to have. This method is really beneficial when there's a project that needs to be accelerated, or maybe it's unique or innovative, kind of different from what you've seen before. This is a preferred method for us to get done with the execution, okay? So that's design build. So when you hear this, or when you hear DB, this is what they're talking about. So we're teaching some acronyms as we go through this thing as well. Take a good look at this list here. Take a good look at this list. And I want you to write down some of the names, or again, take a screenshot and look at some of the projects. This is a current makeup of the GECs and design build team for the MMIP. Okay, so the advanced improvement project, which where you see right here last on this list, are in active procurement for design build teams. And I encourage you guys to go and visit the GDOT website and visit the project pages. So if you go to the GDOT website, if you click on programs, I believe it's under programs, and you scroll down and you see major mobility investment program, you'll be able to then visit that landing page that will lead you to each project's landing page. I encourage you to be very familiar with those fact sheets, be very, very familiar with the industry forums. Some of them have already taken place, but they are available for replay. And that's good because the sign-in sheets are there as well. So get and be familiar with who's in the room so that you can make contact with those people, right? And also keep in mind that each of these projects have a DBE goal attached to them, which means they need you. They need you and they want you. So put your foot out there if you're new to starting. If you haven't received your DBE certification just yet, we're gonna cover that as well. But don't be afraid to get your footing out there and have the conversation with these firms. They need you, they want you, and there's a percentage out here that's waiting for you. So take the initiative. That's one thing that I want to just drive in your head right now. Take the initiative and start the conversation, okay? Go to the webinars. Again, go be active in the chat room. Send follow-up or have send meeting invites, have follow-up conversations, be very strategic with how you're reaching out to them. Listen, they want to know who you are, and you want them to know that they want to know who you are. So do that. Absolutely. Let's keep going. All righty. So MMIP projects, let's dive a little bit more into what these are, some of the projects that are coming up. So the I-85 widening phase 3, let's talk about it. So there's a lot of information on this slide, so I want to give you some time just to take it all in. And make note of the construction starts and also when they're thinking about completion happening. As you can see, the I-85 widening phase 3 project, it expands the interstate from 2 lanes to 3 lanes, beginning at US 129. So it's going to literally widen it out, give you some more room there to travel. The Office of Innovative Delivery will establish the base bid for the project based on available funding, which will potentially allow the expansion to SR 82 in Jackson County. The project includes 4 mainline bridges that will be widened or replaced. Okay, so 2 bridges that cross North Oconee River and 2 bridges that cross Ridgeway Church Road. So you want to pay attention again to those locations there as well. The industry forum for this project took place January 19th. Again, go on the website, visit that page, go to the landing page, get the fact sheets, and look at the sign-in sheet to see who is in the room and make contact with them. Okay, just simple. I saw that you guys were in the room at this event. I would love to make contact with you. Here's who I am. This is what I do. Do you have 30 minutes? So again, you want to always take the initiative and start the conversation. Let's keep going. All right. So the I-285 Advanced Improvement Projects. Again, a lot of information on this slide. I want you guys to take it in, be very, very familiar. And once more, I'm going to keep saying this so it can just stick in your head. Go visit our website so you can see more information about this, okay? And get the fact sheet about each project. So advancing these 6 projects located along I-285, which were already a part of the MMIP. These were already there, but we wanted to provide more improvement and mitigate traffic challenges during construction. So breaking it out kind of helps out with these things, which is why you will see that expansion of the 6 additional projects, right? So greater detail about project number 2. I-285 at Peachtree Industrial Boulevard interchange improvement, and 5. We could discuss this. Let's go through here now. I'm gonna take some time just to introduce these things really quickly. So I-285 westbound ramp extension extends the ramp from Chamblee Dunwoody Road to Ashford Dunwoody Road, built under the Transform 285 and 400 interchange improvement projects, and replaces the Chamblee Dunwoody Road bridge, allowing improvement and traffic congestion alleviation sooner. So you see a little bit here about where they're going to be taking place. And I want you guys, again, one thing that is pretty important here is to make note of the location. I want to drive that into your head as well. Make note of the location so that you can see, okay, if it's near me or really wherever you're willing to travel, I want you to make note of that conversation. Make note of the location and get involved with the contacts that you'll find on the MMIP website, okay? So take a minute to screenshot this. We have the westbound ramp extension, I-285 PIB is what you'll hear of that. Again, introducing some of these acronyms. I-285 West Side Railroad crossing bridge widenings. Again, take note of what's going to happen here in these projects. Number 4, you have I-285 West Side Bridge replacement. You can get tongue-tied on saying all of these at one time. So, and then you have the I-285 East Side Bridge replacement. Again, take note of where these are located, and the I-285 westbound auxiliary lane extension. All righty, so take note of where these are, and here these little arrows are going to point to the different locations here. Again, giving you a good snapshot. All righty, so let's keep moving. Again, we talked about the benefits of these projects. Again, we want to provide local road improvement earlier. We know that it's on the way, but how can we go ahead and troubleshoot this thing to kind of accelerate what it is that we're doing? We understand that congestion is a challenge. Welcome to Atlanta. So we want to help troubleshoot that area as well. We want to also provide early operational improvements to the I-285 general purpose lane. So how can we help make this a better experience for travelers and to load and transfer freight? How can we do that? Also maintain healthy competition among our construction developer partners, okay? So this helps all of these areas as we are moving towards breaking out the I-285 advanced improvement projects. These are the benefits of them. All righty. So let's keep going. Again, we talked a little bit about the I-285 PIB interchange improvement. Again, they're going to start 2021, hoping to be completed by 2024. This project is in active procurement with 4 design build teams. 1 design build team will be selected shortly, with construction to begin again in the third quarter of 2021. And we're hoping to have this completed by 2024. So again, get in the rooms, start the conversation, make the connections. Again, with this one, we are hoping to we're starting construction 2021 with that expected completion date of 2024. The I-285 East Side Bridge Replacement Project proposes to replace the 3 bridges and on I-285 in DeKalb County. All bridges will be constructed with spans long enough to accommodate the future I-285 East Side Express lane. So just to let you guys know, those are some of the those are some of the plans that is attached to this project. The project is in active procurement with 4 shortlisted design build teams as well. 1 design build team is anticipated to be selected. Again, it's very familiar with the project before. We're selecting now, and we're hoping to have this completed in 2024. So just take note of the plans for this. Take note of the plans. We'll keep it moving. If you have any questions about this project information, I highly encourage you to click this website or make note of this link and email the 285 improvements at dot.ga.gov and send all of your questions to that email. Again, we're here to help you. The MMIP DBE office is here to help you. We'll step in wherever possible. Of course, they are the SMEs. If you want to have any questions about the project or want to ask any question about scheduling, we are more than happy to assist, but feel free to also reach out to them as well. All right, so you guys, here's where I come alive a little bit. I come alive all over. That's just my personality, but I love working with these incredible women. And I hate that you guys are not meeting them all on here, but hey, if you stay connected with us, you're going to meet them. Phenomenal. So we are literally cheerleaders for DBEs and small businesses, and that's really why we come to work every single day. How can we make their lives, or how can we change their lives, right? By having them get a seat right here at the table, by showing them what's available to them, by showing them that they have the advantage and not disadvantage, right? And so that's what we do. That is our purpose. That is why we are here. So let's talk a little bit. This is our office mission. So take a look at that for a second. Take that in. Remember, we are here to help DBE firms and small business community access the opportunities to participate on projects. And, we want to help you, even if it's beyond MMIP, we want to just be that voice for you. We want to help you wherever you have a question. We want you to be able to reach out to us and know, hey, we're on your side. We're advocating for you. We're doing whatever we can to help meet the needs and close the gap. Whatever is a pain point for you is a concern for us. And so that is really, that's why we come to work every single day, to change those pain points into powerful moments for you. So again, I mentioned how I get to work with the A team, how I get to work with incredible women who is driving the DBE office. And so you guys met Emanuela Myrtle in the beginning. She is the manager over this program or over this office. And then we have Kiana McCoy, who is our supervisor, and I get to work alongside with Natasha Hooper and Aaron Miller. So some of you may have made contact, or we may have made contact. We should have made contact with you before. And if not, I'm excited for you to get to know us today. So welcome. again. I feel like I have to do a whole new introduction when it comes to this team, because I tell you, we are cheerleaders, and I want that to really be driven into your heads, because it's one thing to know that you can call somebody in an office, but it's another thing to know that that person that you're calling is concerned about your well-being as an entrepreneur and as a business owner. And so I want you to know that when you're picking up the phone and calling the MMIP DBE office, that you're talking to someone who genuinely cares about you, who is on your side, who wants you to win, and who is literally making more room for you at the table. Okay, so take note of the names, and I'm excited for you to connect with us after this. Let's keep going. All right. Again, we want to highlight the fact that though it's called Disadvantaged Business Enterprise, you really have the advantage. And here's how. Here's why. As a certified DBE, your probability of being selected by prime contractors is increased because they're able to count your participation on this project. Every single one of the goals that we mentioned, or the projects that we mentioned before, again, I said this before, I'm going to say it again, they have DBE goals attached to them. And so they need you in order to meet their goals, okay? So you have the advantage there. Let's keep going. Your company's information is listed on the UCP directory that is available to other firms who are looking for your services. So if you go to the DOT website, and if you go to, I'm trying to think on the top of my head where it is, but if you go to DBE, there's a drop down box where you can click DBE, and then if you go a little bit further down after it talks about applying to be DBE certified, there's something that's called directory. You'll see directory there, and then you'll see UCP directory. When you click that link, when you become a DBE certified firm, your information is listed right there. So not only can Georgia find you, but Florida can find you. Tennessee can find you. Washington can find you. California can find you. Your name, your information is publicly out there on the DOT website. And again, if there are other firms in Georgia, maybe you want to do business with a DBE or maybe a DBE wants to do business with you who's looking for your firm, they have your information right there. So it's so many perks with seeing, okay, they've already been DBE certified. They are familiar with contracting. They're familiar with government work. They've gotten that first stamp of approval. And so we can have them on our team. And I know that I mentioned, I think we're going to talk about this a little bit later as well, about how Florida and Tennessee can find you as well. If they know that you've already walked through the process before, transferring or getting certified in another state, it's not foreign to you. Okay, because you've been through that process before, so it doesn't become foreign to you. And so I love that, your information is out there and accessible for other people. And again, you have access. Here's another advantage. You have access to select networking opportunities like those presented at DBE Connect. So there are certain events that we do that are specifically for DBE certified firms. When you have your certification, you get an invitation to that event because they are solely focused on firms who are already certified and ready and willing to do work. What does that mean? Ready and willing to do work. They are certified. They kind of have the gist of how to get started. They are willing to travel if it permits that. They have what they need to get started. And so you're ready and willing to learn and get work. Okay. So you want to get your DBE certification for that reason as well. Another thing that is super duper incredible is that as a DBE certified firm, you have access to free supportive services and trainings offered by CEI through the Georgia Department of Transportation. GDOT has already taken care of you, right? So, and we're going to talk about CEI a little bit later as well. So if you have questions about, if you have questions about how do I bid, where can I find bids, or if you have a question about your capability statement, if you have questions about marketing, your website, how to neatly show your NAICS codes, anything of that nature. CEI is available to you as a free service through GDOT. Okay. When you are DBE certified, you have access. And so I want you to take that disadvantaged word just out of the picture, just throw it away, throw the whole thing away, and grab up, I have the advantage. I even want you, if you feel like it, if you're like me, I want you to hit your chest and say that. Say, I have the advantage. I have the advantage. All righty. So let's get into this a little bit more. Okay, so the MMIP abides by the DBE program authorized by Title 5 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Title 6 of the 1964 Civil Rights Act. And so it's super duper important because every contract that utilizes federal dollars have DBE project goals. And so I think this is probably like my 5th time saying this. There's goals attached to the projects. The goals are based on the number of DBEs that are, again, ready and willing and able to identify work types, right? Able to meet the qualifications or the qualifiers to get on these projects. And so you want to be that person that's like, okay, I'm DBE certified. I understand that there's goals attached to this. I understand that I meet the qualifications of sitting at this table. Let me get in. I'm ready and willing. And don't take no for an answer. Show up, initiate the conversation, be who you are, and show us, show the firms that you're reaching out to why they need you on their team. All right. So the PMC, again, is no exception. The goal for the overall management of the MMIP is 20%. Okay, it's 20%, and the PMC has exceeded that percentage. So we have exceeded that percentage, and there's no, if we're doing it, GEC's got to, everyone has to abide by this rule, okay, by this rule. So again, you have a seat at the table. So this is a really fun slide because I know when it comes to GDOT and construction and transportation, immediately we think, oh my gosh, I got to be the one who actually builds the road. I got to be the one who knows how to lay concrete. No, that's not factual. So you could be in design. You can be, honestly, you can be in catering. You can be in marketing. You can be in PR. You can be in outreach. You can be in so many different places beyond laying down the concrete or sound walls or erosion control. You can be so many other places. If there is a need for you, and there is a way where, okay, maybe, and I love using the catering example. You don't see this a lot, but I love using the catering example. Maybe you've catered for a project meeting. Maybe they have you on board as that caterer, and through there, DBE goal is met. And so through the simplest forms, or not simplest form, but I'll say non-traditional work types, you can be chosen to participate on these projects. Okay. So again, I want you to throw the whole thing away that I have to be the one laying down the concrete. You don't. So become DBE certified. And then that's what we're here to do, to help figure out and close the gaps of where you can sit at this table. Because the truth of the matter is, you have a seat. Sometimes we have to find it, but you have a seat. You do have a seat. All righty. So your role as a DBE, what does that look like? If you are not already GDOT certified, that is your first thing that you want to do. You want to become GDOT certified. And again, CEI, if you need help with gaining your certification, you could go to our website again, and you'll see where it says apply. And you'll also see GDOT supportive services, and you'll see CEI listed right there. Reach out to them. They are more than willing to help you navigate your way through the application process and even beyond. So they'll literally, the best way I could say is they'll take you hand in hand and walk you through it. They know exactly what the application looks like, should look like. They know what GDOT is looking for it to say. They know what you need to showcase as an applicant. And so they are willing to help you, okay? They are willing to help you. It is a 90-day process. When you turn in your application, you have a 90-day process of getting your information or your answer back. And so what's super duper important too to note is that if you turn in something incorrect, this is why it's awesome to use CEI or to have CEI help you navigate this. When you turn in your information, if there is something that's incorrect, then that 90-day process starts over. So to troubleshoot that, to just let that not even be a factor, I encourage you to get connected with CEI and have them walk through that process with you, and you'll receive their information towards the end of this presentation. If your firm performs professional services, so again, accounting, if you're in law, if you have a PR firm, if you are anything that is non-traditional and not necessarily construction or design related, then you want to look at becoming pre-qualified or registered through GDOT. Really, you want to, this is your second layer of becoming DBE certified. You want to be pre-qualified or registered through GDOT. So that even goes if you're in construction. You want to look at those areas, right? So go to the website. Again, I'm going to keep saying that. Go to the website, look at the pre-qualification slide, or the page rather, and start their process of becoming pre-qualified. The best way that I can explain what this is, and I want you guys to go with me, okay? Go with me on this thing. When you become DBE certified, you have access. Okay, let's talk about if we were traveling in an airport. Your DBE certification is your clear. Everybody's familiar with clear. When you have clear, you can go on a shorter line. You have different access, right? Versus just getting a ticket. When you have clear, you're like in your own little world. And sometimes if the traffic is backed up with the regular lines, you can bypass all of that. Having your pre-qualification or registration is kind of like your TSA checkpoint. You can have clear, but not have that TSA checkpoint. And when you have TSA checkpoint, that's when you don't necessarily have to take off your shoes and take off your belt and do all of the extra stuff because you've already been pre-qualified, cleared, and checked. And so I encourage you, hopefully that made sense, and I encourage you to get involved and get your pre-qualification and your registration through GDOT, okay? So again, just because you're registered or just because you're certified as a DBE, and that's why I like to break it up right here, just because you're certified as a DBE doesn't necessarily mean that you have that pre-qualification or registration standpoint. So I want you to make sure that you are doing that. And again, maintain your DBE certification and get connected and stay connected. Get connected and stay connected. I think in the beginning, sometimes, and I'm just throwing this out there. Sometimes in the beginning, we'll have all of this like, oh my goodness, I'm ready. 3 years, 5 years down the road, sometimes that ready can kind of be like, all right. So I encourage you guys to stay connected. Listen, every single day. I know that I could speak for a lot of different offices and a lot of different firms when they say they are doing their best to be as innovative, relevant, and relatable as possible. And so you're going to always be getting new information. You're going to always have a new system, something cool, something great that is going to be more efficient and effective for you as a DBE firm. And I want you to stay connected so that you can gather all of those benefits that are available to you. All right. Okay, so again, the requirements for DBE certification. So if you are not GDOT certified DBE, Again, we want to make sure that you get certified. That's key. And so what does that look like? Your gross receipts must not exceed 23.98 million over the 3 previous fiscal years. And again, your firm must be at least 51% owned by a socially or economically disadvantaged person. I hate saying disadvantaged right there, but disadvantaged person. And you can see here what notes a disadvantaged status economically. Okay, so take note of that. These are the qualifications that your firm must meet to grab that DBE certification. And again, GDOT and MARTA are the ones who do the certification process. MARTA certifies firms that are in Fulton and the DeKalb and Clayton counties, and it's done electronically. GDOT, you will have to mail it in, and they both take about 90 days, okay, to process. Again, I'll say this again, if you need help with this process, please reach out to CEI. Their information will be on this presentation as well as it's on the website. But reach out to CEI and they will help you walk through it hand in hand. So remember earlier when we talked about how South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, all these different states can look at you and see that you're DBE certified? Well, here's the thing. We have this thing called the Interstate DBE Certification, which means, if they see you and they want to do work with you, but you're certified in Georgia, you are able to get the interstate certification and be certified in another location as well. So same if you are watching here and you're certified in Tennessee, you can get the interstate DBE certification and get certified right here in Georgia. You must be certified in your home state. There is a document that you will have to fill out, and then just contact the Georgia DOT EEO office. They will be able to help you and answer any questions that you have. And also, if you can't find this information, or if you have more questions, you want to, just talk about it a little bit further, feel free to contact us. We are more than willing to assist. All righty. So we talked a little bit about the registration and the pre-qualification process. These are some of the forms that are attached to this process. Take note of them. Especially if you need to get some reference letters. Go ahead and jot that down, that I need to get some reference letters, because sometimes I know that can be the holdup of getting these letters from different people. So these are the things that you're going to need. There is the link at the bottom of this slide as well. Take note of that, but as well too, you can go to our website and find this information if you cannot grab that link. All right, DBE Advantage. So as you guys know, we have, as I mentioned before, we have a lot of events that are happening. And we're always trying to be as innovative as possible, creative, and relevant. And one of the things that is super duper important is knowing how to manage the business elevator, knowing how to give that elevator pitch, right? And so I want you guys to take note of our DBE Advantage. DBE Advantage is, again, a great opportunity to learn from other peers who have navigated this role of being a DBE, who has even graduated out of the program, but who has failures and successes and can help you and shed some wisdom and advice on taking the right direction for your firm. And so we want you guys to be a part of this virtual experience March 11th at 10 a.m. If you are interested in participating and you have not received the invitation already, reach out to us and we'll get that over to you as soon as we can. All righty, so the DBE Edge, this is one of my babies. So I I get the luxury of writing to you guys every single month about some incredible things that are happening right here. Not only just in Atlanta or on the MMIP, but all over. This is kind of like the current event newsletter for small business community. And so if you want to get informed and stay connected on what is happening and what is available to you, what may impact you, and just some all around things that kind of ease our mind. We have some great reads on there, some awesome podcasts sometimes that we'll make mention of in there. I want you to stay informed and stay connected and reach out to me, get involved, and grab my email, LeHolliday with 2 L's at htb.com and reach out. Let me know that you want to subscribe to this newsletter, and I will get you on that list and you will receive our latest edition. I want you guys to stay informed. Stay informed. How can you connect with us? How can you connect with us? I know some of our information has been scrolling on this page here, but take a second right here to screenshot our information. Take a moment here to grab that. And if you have any questions, do not ever hesitate to reach out to us. I want you to know, again, I know I mentioned this earlier, but you have a cheerleader on the inside of us. You have an advocate on the inside of us. And we want to make sure that we do all that we can for you to succeed. If we don't have the answer, we surely will find it. Okay? And we'll make sure that you leave with not just what you came for, but more. So we want you to stay involved. We want you to stay connected. We want you to know that you have somebody that is fighting for you and that you do, again, you have a seat at the table. All right. So we talked about CEI. Again, this is one of the supportive services that are available to you through GDOT. Take a note of their information as well. Take a note of their information. They have incredible trainings that are available for you. Again, they help you with the development of your business. They help you with proposal writing. They help you with navigating how to find bids. So all of the things that are necessary for your firm, they will assist you in those areas. And so take a note of their website, their email address, and their phone number. And again, this is CEI, DBE Supportive Services. And CEI stands for Construction Estimating Institute. Construction Estimating Institute. We'll get in the habit of using all of the acronyms, and sometimes we'll forget to break it down, but Construction Estimating Institute, also known as CEI. All righty. So right here is another supportive service through GDOT. This is the State Supported Funding Program, MMIP. They oversee the State Supportive Funding Program, also known as SSFP, and administers GDOT's routine maintenance projects and capital projects. Okay, so these projects are smaller dollar projects, and they're more easily manageable for just starting. If you are just starting as a small business and you want to get your feet wet, this is a great opportunity for you to get involved and kind of get in the rhythm of what it looks like to be on these projects. And so I definitely encourage you guys to reach out to them. Ask what's available, research their website, see what you find on there, and again, initiate the conversation. If there's anything that we can do as well to help you navigate or help you connect to MMIP or CEI, we're more than willing to do so. All right, so Georgia Department of Administrative Services, also known as Georgia DOAS. So here you have two incredible ladies who help you in the state purchasing division, Julian Bailey and Talisha Jackson. We want you guys to be familiar with them as well. All firms that do business with the state of Georgia must be registered as a supplier in the state system. And so we want you to learn more about what does it mean to get registered? What does that mean for your firm? And I encourage you guys to reach out to them. And again, if there is a bigger cheerleader than us, They might be the second. No, I'm joking. All of us are cheering for you. But the reason why I say that is because when you are contacting these different departments, they are all having you in mind, your success in mind, your voice in mind, your position in mind. And so reach out to them, let them know that you are willing, that you are a ready and a willing DBE firm who knows that they have the advantage. You see what I did there? I hope you grabbed that. All righty, so for questions, any questions that may come?
Thank you for that. I'm going to drop down your slide now. Thank you for that awesome presentation today, LeAndrea. We do have a couple, well, no, okay, so no, I'm trying to make sure we didn't get any questions from the audience yet. Okay, I was like, no, they were just definitely loving your presentation. It looks like giving you a lot of kudos.
Awesome.
And yes, giving you a lot of kudos, just saying good morning. I know a lot of people will watch this after, but it's a lot of vital information that LeAndrea presented today. So if you want to reach out to DBE, GDOT, the MMIP, DBE specialist team, you definitely got all that information today. I will drop it down in the comments as well. So just in case, if you're watching the live, you want to jot down their information after this live, I will go through and just make sure their information to connect with them is in the comments as well. But I want to kind of reiterate some of the things you talked about. Initiative. So as you watch this information, make sure you take the initiative to become a DBE certified business. Now, I know we are getting the emails, we get the calls all the time, etc. To how do I begin this process? How can I begin to start doing business with the government? LeAndrea let you know it's a 90-day process. So get prepared to understand that it is a process. But we want to make sure you have all the support you need to get through the process as the chamber and as the MMIP DBE specialist office team. They're very supportive. They've been on board. They're saying, hey, what can we do? I've already attended one of their events already, just with some other supportive teams, organizations throughout Georgia. So we're just ready to really be here to help you guys. Also, it looks like the 285 major project that is going to be happening. So make sure you take that information down. I know I seen the email come out for that. So make sure if you have any information in that and you're interested in that, then go ahead and do that. And then if you notice the interstate certificate, so to make sure you can do business in multiple states. I thought that was huge, so I wanted to point that out as well. And then just all the information that she provided is valuable. I know sometimes it can be a lot, but of course the chamber's here to help you. So if you're a member, if you're not DBE certified yet, we have several members that are DBE certified already. But even if you're a non-member, we are here to help you as an organization, because like I said, we want to see this list grow in the CSRA area, in the Augusta area. So always think about how can you add multiple streams to your business to be able to bring in more revenue. And then she talked about traditional and non-traditional contractors. So remember, you don't just have to be building the road, guys, to be able to take advantage of this. So I want to go ahead and give you guys any final thoughts that you have. Of course, LeAndrea, if you want to go ahead and say anything else you want to add. I just wanted to give a quick wrap up because you gave us so much valuable information today.
Oh, yeah, so I'm just, again, I don't have anything additional to add, but I just want to highlight again that you guys, although it's called Disadvantage Business Enterprise, through everything that we just discussed and through all that is available to you, you really do have the advantage. So I want you to go in here with a mind of an overcomer already. I want you to go in here with the mind of, that I have a seat. I might have to go and find where I'm sitting. I might have to go find my name, but I have a seat, and show up and show out. That's what I want to leave you with. Emanuela, do you have anything? Hold on, I can't hear you. You muted.
Hold on.
Yeah, I just thank everybody for making time to come and listen to our presentation today, and not to really take up too much more time, but just to say thank you, and just to take advantage of the information that you got today, and take advantage of the resources that LeAndrea talked to you about today. And if you need any further information, our contact information will be available. And so that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, ladies. Oh, you did get a comment just now. This is good information, knowing I have a seat at the table. So yes, you do. So again, as you guys watch this live, as you share this out, I know we got a lot of shares, so a lot of people will catch this later. As you watch this live, I want to encourage you all as business owners, entrepreneurs, to be sure you take advantage of all the information the chamber is constantly putting out. It has really helped a lot of our members, guys, through the pandemic and so forth. And we want to see sustainable growing businesses in the CSRA area. That is one of our missions as the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce. I'm Ronique West, the president of the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce. Make sure you share out this broadcast, tag the business owners, tag the entrepreneurs, tell them to take the time to watch this. It's a very, very critical information you need today, and then take the initiative and the action to connect with these ladies and all the resources you've seen today and begin to do business with the government. Remember, we are one community and one voice, and the voice of Black business. Everyone have a great week, and I'll talk to you later.